Hey YouTube, it's Katie. I'm making this video during the week while it's still fresh in my mind. It's not weigh-in day for me yet, but I wanted to talk about really the mental piece of my journey. There are days that I feel like this journey is literally effortless. There are days when I don't think about food very much. It's just second nature. Or even first nature, I guess, to go to the gym, to do my workouts, to eat under 1,000 calories, to drink 100 ounces of water, to get my protein. Days that are just effortless, and those days really get me through. There are also other days for myself that are just a bitch. Some days I just feel like this obsession and this constant thought process that I have to have around everything related to weight loss. Not just weight loss surgery, but everything with it. With how many calories I've had, what kind of food I've had, how much sodium have I had enough water, am I going to go work out, how much working out am I going to do? There's so much to it that some days it just feels overwhelming. And today's one of those days. It's exhausting. It is mentally... I can't even explain to you the exhaustion level that goes on. I just came home from the gym. I didn't want to go. I was making every excuse not to go. My iPod froze up and died yesterday, so I don't like to work out without music. And so I was using that as an excuse, like, well, I don't have an iPod, so I can't go work out. So some days it's just hard. It's really hard. And I sit back and think, if I truly let myself stop thinking so much about all the things that I need to do, like count calories, drink my water, get my workouts in. If I really stopped doing all those things and just stopped caring, I would literally, guaranteeing myself and everybody else, I would literally be back at 300 pounds, if not heavier, within the year. That is how easy it would be to gain weight loss surgery or not. I don't care what anybody says. You can gain weight just easily, in fact, probably easier with weight loss surgery. Because that's not what fixes you. You still have to make all those choices of what goes in, what exercise you're doing, all those things that go along with it. And some days, like I said, some days it doesn't bother me at all. But I'm just being completely honest. There are days like today when I thought I need to vent because right now I am exhausted mentally. I feel like this is something I'll never be able to let go. Okay, so now you're caught up. So after doing that video, I was trying to post it, it wouldn't post, and I never got back around to actually finishing posting it. And then, so then I did kind of an experiment. What I did was, I felt like, that entire week that I was really pushing myself and trying so hard to get into the 170s, and I wanted to lose weight, like we're all trying to do, right? So it was just becoming obsessive. I was literally weighing myself probably like 6 times a day, which is just too much. I'm all for being, accountable to a scale, but I was literally at the point of weighing myself in the morning when I got home from work, before the gym, after the gym, before bed. If I ate something and then I took a shit or something, it was too much. And if it was lower, it was put me in a good mood, and if it was high, I'm like, what is going on? What the hell? And, my husband's like, seriously? Slow your roll, we're hiding the scale. I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. He's like, it's 1 week. We're hiding the scale for a week. In 71 weeks of having lap band, I've never gone without having my scale. There's been a few days here and there when I was on vacation, didn't have a scale, but I always came home right back to it. So I thought, it's 1 week, I'll give it a shot. So I told my husband, I'm like, I need you to hide it. Because if I know where the scale is, I will pull it out, and I will step on it, and I will weigh myself, and then I'll hide it again, and he's like, fine, I'll hide it. Sure enough, I weigh in every Thursday, so I had my weigh-in Thursday. When I came home from work on Thursday afternoon, the scale was gone. Now, I'm not going to lie, I did search out that scale, I think it was Friday or Saturday, and wasn't too smooth about it. My husband comes home, he's like, what were you doing in the office, in the armoire thing? I'm like, what? He's like, you left it open. You were looking for the scale, weren't you? I'm like, damn it. So, yes, I definitely looked for it. And here's the thing. With that week, I really felt good, the whole week I felt like a normal person, not having to step on the scale 86 times a day, letting it dictate my feelings. For the most part, I was really trying to be on track. The only negative thing that was really affecting me that I was really kind of worried about was I have a fluid pill that I take because I retain a lot of water, and I had been out of it for like a total of 10 days, like 3 before that week and then the whole week. So I knew that I was retaining water, but so the week ends, right? And it's time to get my scale back because I was leaving the next day to go on vacation to San Francisco. So I get the scale out, and I'm so excited. I'm like, oh, I really hope I lost. Even if I just maintained, then I would just feel like I did this on my own without a scale. So I step on the scale. Guess who had a 6-pound gain? That's right. Imagine my emotion was just crushed. Here I am thinking I felt like such a normal person this week, and I felt so good, going without a scale, and I gained 6 pounds. Shit. So I obviously had a failed experiment. I cannot go without my scale. Now, yes, I can cut back on how many times a day I weigh myself, but that's kind of a lot of weight to gain a week. Now, I am not saying that 6 pounds was all just like me not working out, me eating crappy foods. No, my water retention is like off the chain. And I say that because as soon as I get my water pills back after coming back from vacation, I dropped like all of that 6 pounds plus more, like in a matter of 48 hours. So I know that's a lot of it. Still, after a blind week of no scales, to step on it and see a 6-pound gain, not the best for my motivation. So I just was annoyed and frustrated at every emotion you can think of. So all that in the past is raw emotion. It is what it is. Some days are good, some days are bad. Some weeks are good, some weeks are bad. Those are both. So I went to San Francisco, and I did the coolest thing. To me, this is like one of the most coolest non-scale victories, I think, of my entire working out, journey, if you will. So when I was in San Francisco, I've heard people say, the coolest thing to do is to bike the bridge, to rent a bike and bike across the Golden Gate Bridge over to the town of Sausalito, and then you could take a ferry ride back. So I did. So I rented a bike, and if you've ever been to San Francisco, you rent it down at Fisherman's Wharf, and you can, at your own leisure, bike all around the Bay Area, over to like the Palace of Fine Arts, all down by the marina that leads up to the bridge. So you bike up to the bridge, back across the bridge. I have never felt, and I mean never, I have never felt so great fitness-wise on vacation and just having so much fun. What an awesome way to see a city that you're in by bike, and just, being in the element, smelling the ocean, smelling the eucalyptus from the trees, smelling the flowers. Just the whole experience was the coolest thing ever. And I think it was between like 17 or 18 miles total that I had biked on that. And it was just awesome. It made me really want to come home, buy a bike, and just start bike riding, around my neighborhood, which is not San Francisco, but it's still something different. It's a form of working out that I really enjoyed. So, coolest thing ever. If you're ever going to San Francisco, go to Pier 39, rent the bike, do it. I'm telling you, coolest thing ever. So, what else on my list? My band has been very inconsistent. Again, I have an 11cc Realize lap band, and I have 11 cc's in my band. There are days when my band is crazy tight, and there are also days or meals that my band is just like, hey, bring it on, let's have some carbs, get a loaf of bread. So it's not consistent. Now, for the most part, my restriction level is where I want it to be. But that's been kind of a challenge, because some days I really feel like maybe I should get an unfill. I'm really not keeping anything down. Then there are some days I'm like, I need to get my ass and get to a doctor's appointment and get a fill because I am eating like a horse. Some days I'm just a lot hungrier, and it always seems to be the day before weigh-in. Wednesdays for me are like Food Fest 2000. I don't know what the deal is. But that's just my body. That's how it operates. So that's that. My clothing is really ranging anywhere from size 8 to 12 right now. My jeans that I always talk about, I order or buy in store from American Eagle. They are the boyfriend fit, and I wear a size 10. I have recently bought a skirt at Target. The brand I think is Morona, and it was a size 8 pencil skirt. Let me say that again. I, who started at 308 pounds, bought a size 8 skirt. Whoa. And it zipped up. I bought it thinking, oh, I'll take it to Vegas. I'll fit into it before Vegas. Yeah, as in before, like right now, I fit into a size 8 skirt. So weird and awesome. So, yeah, sizes, depending on the brand, it's between 8 and 12. I'll say that. So consistently a 10. We'll say that. So I'm looking forward to getting into a single digit. I'd really love to be there by the time we have a family vacation coming up in June. Oh, which brings me to my next thing. Swimsuit. I talked about it in one of my last videos, how I was going to go swimsuit shopping. I found a swimsuit, and I am in love with it. Who knew? There's this brand of swimsuit called Miracle Suits, and I used to order them when my last swimsuit was a size 24. They are really, really suck me in tight. And they were supposed to, their claim to fame is, look 10 pounds lighter in 5 seconds or whatever it is. They're expensive. It's about $125 to $150 in that range, depending where you buy it and what style. But I swear by them, because if you are someone who wants to suck it in, which, hi, that's everybody, then it's just a really, really good quality swimsuit. I'm in love with it. So I saw this swimsuit, and it's a royal blue swimsuit. It just reminded me kind of like a 40s, pinup girl style swimsuit. I'm in love with it. I've always had just regular black swimsuits because I just wanted something that would make me look thinner at a size 24. But now, my new size 10 swimsuit, whoa, I was super excited. And I felt like $1 million in it, which was the most important part to me. Because yes, it can look nice, all that, but I want to feel good in it, and I feel amazing in it, or amazeballs, as I say. So that's my update. And last but not least, I don't even think I've said my weight. I will tell you that within the last 2 weeks, that scale has ranged anywhere from 182 to 193. That is a very wide range of 11 pounds of motion, which you saw and that I've talked about. Moral of the story, you got to push through it. We have an ultimate goal we want to get to, and then we want to stay there. So it's always going to be hard work. But I will not let any, obstacle change my mind about what I wanted. I wanted to feel good about myself, look good in my clothes, and just be healthy. And I'm still on that track, even if I have bad weeks or, whatever it is. So that's where I'm at. Last piece that I'm going to talk about is Las Vegas. It is coming up, folks. So excited. In fact, 2 weeks from today, I'll be in Las Vegas getting to see my chickpeas as well. Miss Casey Quinn and Bex Banded. The three of us are rooming together. I'm excited to meet everybody at the meet and greet. Overall, just can't wait. Super excited. The fact that it's 2 weeks away is oh my god. So, that's all I got. It's beautiful outside, so I am going to take my size 10 butt for a run, because I want to see a size 8, so that's what it's going to take. So, I hope you guys are well. I will try not to stay away long again, but that's my stuff. So, I'll see you guys. Oh, my weight, sorry, last and final note, I'm at 182.4. So, almost the 170s. I better be in 170s by Vegas, or I'm not going. So, alright, take care. Bye.